Imagine waking up tens of thousands of years ago, surrounded by a tribe of prehistoric humans. You are one of the hunters, and right now, your tribe has only enough food for one last meal. Before the sun sets, you and the other hunters must bring back fresh meat and make it home alive. But the journey won't be easy. Across the open grasslands, giant beasts are ready to chase you down. The rivers hide ancient predators beneath the surface. The forests are filled with venomous snakes, swarming insects, and predators waiting for a single mistake. And somewhere, a massive hunter has already begun following your tribe's tracks. Will you make it home with food, or become nature's next meal? You step out of the cave. The cool morning air carries the scent of damp earth and fallen leaves after last night's rain. Normally, that would be good news. Soft ground preserves the tracks of every creature that has passed through. But today, it makes you stop in your tracks. Right outside the cave, a gigantic footprint, 3 long toes, deep claw marks pressed into the wet mud. The tracks are fresh. Rainwater hasn't even filled them yet, which means whatever made them passed by only a short time ago. Several hunters kneel down to examine the prints, then slowly look toward the forest. Maybe the creature has already moved on, or maybe it's still standing somewhere between those ancient trees, watching every movement your tribe makes. The tribe's leader gives the signal. It's time to move. The familiar trail leads across a wide grassland. Morning dew still clings to the tall grass around your waist. Far away, the first rays of sunlight begin to appear. Everything feels peaceful, until a flock of small birds suddenly explodes into the sky. Every hunter freezes. Something is coming. The ground begins to tremble. Just a little at first. Then, the vibrations grow stronger. A gigantic shadow bursts out of the tall grass. It's a Genyornis, nearly 2 meters tall. Its massive beak and powerful legs allow it to sprint across open ground with incredible speed. Genyornis was a powerful bird, fast, aggressive, and more than capable of becoming dangerous if cornered or defending its territory. The giant bird lets out a piercing scream, then charges straight at you. There's no time to think. You turn and run. Grass lashes across your face. Heavy footsteps thunder behind you, getting closer with every second. You know you can't outrun it. Your only chance is the terrain. You sprint toward a field of broken rocks. The Genyornis stays right behind you, only a few steps away. You grab a large stone and throw it hard to your right. The crashing sound distracts the bird for a split second. You dive through a narrow gap between the rocks, a space too small for its massive body to follow immediately. You escape, but as you bend over to catch your breath, you notice something worse. Your stone spear has snapped in half after slamming against the rocks. Your best weapon is gone. After escaping the Genyornis, the tribe has no choice but to change the plan. Your best spear is gone, but the hunt must go on. To find the herd of grazing animals, everyone must head toward the southern river, the most dangerous place in the entire valley, because every creature needs water, and the predators know it. The tribe's leader kneels beside the muddy bank. Fresh tracks overlap one another. Hoof prints. Small animals. Then, long claw marks pressed deep into the mud. One of the hunters slowly kneels to fill a water pouch. The river is unnaturally calm. The moment his fingertips touch the surface, the water explodes. A massive Quinkana bursts from the river, its jaws lined with razor-sharp teeth. You and the others grab the hunter, pulling him backward with all your strength. A split second later, he would have disappeared beneath the water. The ancient crocodile crashes back into the river and vanishes beneath the murky surface. Within seconds, the water is calm again, as if nothing had happened. Only the water pouch is gone. The tribe's leader refuses to take another risk. Everyone leaves the river behind and cuts through the nearby forest. The dense canopy quickly swallows the sunlight. Every step demands caution. A venomous snake lies across a fallen log. A giant beehive hangs from a low branch. Columns of aggressive ants crawl across the forest floor. Out here, even a single bite could leave you too weak to make it home. Just as the tribe prepares to leave the forest, a gigantic shadow sweeps across the ground. You look up. High above the trees, a massive bird circles silently overhead. Without warning, it folds its wings and dives. Its powerful beak snatches a small animal from the ground before soaring back into the sky. Only a few seconds later, the forest falls silent once again. No one says a word, because the tribe has just been reminded danger doesn't only wait on the ground. Sometimes it watches from the sky. Leaving the forest behind, the tribe finally finds the tracks of a herd of grazing animals. This may be the last chance to find food before sunset. The hunters spread out without a word, a few simple hand signals, and everyone already knows exactly where to move. Teamwork has always been humanity's greatest advantage. The herd slowly wanders into an open clearing. You tighten your grip on your spear. The distance keeps shrinking. Just as the tribe's leader gives the signal to attack, a deafening roar shatters the silence. From the trunk of an ancient tree, a Thylacoleo launches itself like a bolt of lightning. Within seconds, the entire herd scatters in every direction. The hunt is over before it even begins. One of the hunters is knocked to the ground while chasing the fleeing animals. His ankle twists beneath him. He won't be running again today. The tribe's leader immediately calls off the hunt. No animal is worth the life of a member of the tribe. But things are about to get even worse. The wind suddenly changes direction. Your tribe's scent drifts deeper into the forest. The first thing you notice, a tree covered in deep claw marks. Then, the fresh skeleton of a large animal lying in the grass. And finally, another set of enormous footprints, still fresh, as if their owner had passed through only moments ago. The entire forest falls silent. No birds, no insects, only the sound of your own breathing. A giant scaled tail slowly sweeps across the bushes ahead. Then, a massive head emerges from the shadows. It's Megalania, a giant monitor lizard, unlike anything you've ever seen. It doesn't charge. It doesn't roar. It simply stands there, watching every member of the tribe, as if deciding who should be hunted first. The entire tribe begins backing away. Slowly. No one dares turn around. The Megalania takes another step forward, then another. The tribe's leader raises his hand. Torches are lit. Spears are lifted. Everyone shouts at once. Flames burst to life, forcing the giant reptile to hesitate. A moment later, the leader throws a burning torch into a patch of dry grass. Fire races across the ground. Thick smoke quickly fills the space between you and the predator. Without wasting a second, the tribe retreats toward a line of large rocks. When the smoke begins to clear, the Megalania has already turned away, disappearing back into the forest. No one follows it, because everyone knows simply escaping is already a victory. The sun slowly disappears behind the trees. Time is running out. Just then, one of the hunters spots fresh blood on the ground. The entire tribe immediately follows the trail. Only a few hundred meters ahead, a large grazing animal struggles to stay on its feet. It's badly wounded. Most likely, it escaped another predator's attack. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. No one rushes in. No one makes a sound. The hunters quietly spread out, closing the circle one step at a time. The tribe's leader lowers his hand. Several stone spears fly through the air at once. The animal stumbles, takes a few desperate steps, then collapses. For a brief moment, everyone breathes a sigh of relief. But the celebration doesn't last. The smell of fresh blood begins drifting through the forest. A distant roar echoes through the trees. Then another, and another. Predators are already on their way. Without hesitation, the tribe cuts away the most valuable pieces of meat. No one tries to carry the whole carcass. It would slow everyone down, and every second spent here could be their last. Each hunter shoulders a share of the meat. Then the entire tribe begins the long journey home. No one is allowed to fall behind. At last, the warm glow of the cave's fire appears in the distance. Everyone exhales in relief. Some are wounded, some are exhausted, but every member of the hunting party has made it back alive. In the prehistoric world, victory isn't measured by how many predators you kill. It's measured by how many people return home together. As night falls, the tribe finally gets a chance to rest, but outside, the wilderness never sleeps. The forest still belongs to its predators. The river still hides deadly ambushes beneath its surface. Somewhere in the darkness, giant Megalania still patrol the land. Ancient Quinkana crocodiles continue waiting beneath the rivers. And Thylacoleo, the fearsome marsupial predator, remains hidden among the trees. They're only waiting, because when the sun rises again, the fight for survival will begin all over again.